Good morning, beloved community. Welcome to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living. We are online today, and I thank you so much for showing up. This adds such depth to our conversation, our talks today, the music, all that will follow. So I just want to thank you again for preparing the space, for helping to prepare your own self, your heart, to be able to be open to what's coming. One of the things that I love about our community is that with our teaching, we are what we call open at the top. You know, we take in many, many traditions, wisdom from wherever it comes, because truth is truth. And one of the things that I love is we know that we are connected, that we are all God, and that everything in the universe is God. And one way that we are connected, that ancient wisdom traditions knew, but science is now confirming, is that we are like bioenergetic fields, that we pick up energy, that we pick up wisdom, that we pick up whatever we need if we can tune into it. And our hands are actually one of the most tuned in places on our body. Obviously, there's feet, there's all sorts of things, but I'm going to focus today on the hands because we've all seen people, whether it's prayer or mudras, whatever. And so I just want to talk a minute about what the different fingers mean. The index finger, the thumb, is actually fire. It's all elements. The second one is water. I'm sorry, air, space, water, earth. So connecting the different ones, the different elements, really signals that we are tuning in to the powers that we're given through being connected with the one. And we've often seen the mudra, well, even this one, A-OK, right? Actually, this is a mudra that is very grounding. It lets us know, tells our nervous system that it can calm down, that we are absolutely fine. So you connect your thumb and your index finger, but you bend the tip of the index finger. The second one would be space, and that represents, when it's tucked into the thumb, represents a spaciousness. If we're looking for openness, if we're looking for spaciousness, this is the way to go. This would be groundedness, and the last one is wisdom. So if you put your thumb and the last two fingers together, that is the most powerful mudra to be able to ground your immune system, to be open to whatever you need to receive in this moment. So just, you can look it up, you can practice in different ways, but to me, it is so confirming of what we all believe, that we are connected, that we are picking up, we have whatever it is we need, we just need to know how to access it. So if any of those resonate with you, I'm going to do the very grounding, calming mudra right now. But I invite you to just settle in. As David G. says, comfort is queen when you're meditating, because that's what we will be doing. We'll be meditating for about 15 minutes. So we'll just hear some music, we will get quiet, and hopefully receive some peace, some calm, whatever knowledge, whatever healing we need to hear in this moment. So again, I invite you to just get quiet, get calm, and we will get quiet and meditate for 15 minutes. So taking a deep breath, and knowing that all is well. I have my mudra to remind me in a tangible, visible way that when I combine the firepower, the energy that God gives every single one of us with the wisdom that is floating in the air, that is always ours to capture, I know that all is A-OK, and that we are all guided, directed, loved, always and forever. So I thank you for participating in the meditation. Not only does it help us prepare our space, even though it's virtual, again, the air, the firepower is here, but hopefully it also brought you some calm, some peace, some assurance that all is well. All right, so do whatever you have to do, and we will see you back at 10:15. Thank you.
I've spent so much time thinking about all the things I'm not, ignoring my own gifts for the things I haven't got. So much pain, so many years, convinced I'm not enough. You know it's tough to see the light when shadows fall. I've been burdened by my history, carrying my past. It's time to let it fall away and live my life at last. What if I could say goodbye to the lies of yesterday? What if I decide to let it go? What if now I start to be the one I'm meant to be? What if now I begin to shine my light? What if today is the day I celebrate the beauty of my song? What if now I finally let my spirit sing? Everything would find its perfect place somehow. What if now? The voices in my memory are heartless and unkind. I would never say to anyone the things I say in my own mind. It's time to love myself for all I am and all I'm not. I've got to find the strength to free my soul. What if now I start to be the one I'm meant to be? What if now I begin to shine my light? What if today is the day I celebrate the beauty of my song? What if now I finally let my spirit sing? Everything would find its perfect place somehow. What if now? What if now? Ooh, what if now? Oh, what if now? Now
We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. So let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand. I'm gonna stand up for joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Oh yeah. Come on. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just wanna shout. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just wanna shout. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is. One life living is you and me. One light shining is you and me. One love loving is you and me. 'Cause God is all there is.
Beautiful opening video. Thank you so very much, Heather Abbott, and welcome to each and every single one of you. We're so very glad that you have joined us for our Sunday celebration service. I am Dusty Rippelmeyer, and I have the honor and privilege of being this community, the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living, senior minister, spiritual director. And our center, the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living, is part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living. It is a practical and positive philosophy, faith, and way of life, a global community of over 450 spiritual centers, teaching chapters, and focus ministries in 30 countries worldwide. Our community is the spiritual home for a diverse group of people who are seeking a deep and abiding connection with each other and with the God of their understanding. We are a powerful spiritual community, lovingly committed to a world of acceptance, compassion, peace, and joy. We gather together to express love, celebrate life, grow spiritually, practice radical acceptance and inclusion, and connect with one another. What we are really about is providing a spiritual community that is supportive, where we can explore our own spiritual path and connect to the divinity within us. Formally, our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God. We do this within a sacred and supportive community that welcomes everyone just as they are. Our mission is the transformation of our personal lives into being a powerful and beneficial presence on the planet. We do this through celebration, service, study, fellowship, and the energy of unconditional love. Our vision is a world that actually does work for all. We do this by consciously practicing the truth of our oneness and unity with God in our everyday lives. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you are always, always welcome here. I have a few announcements for us. I'm so excited to announce our annual friend and fundraiser, Gourmets for God. Gourmets for God is a unique community builder and fundraiser for our center. The events are created and hosted by members and contributors to our community. They involve inspired meals and other activities of all kinds, such as casual picnics at sunset, elegant meals with charades, fun food-related outings, cooking classes, a craft-related event with lunch, and more. The events can be simple or they can be elaborate, and hosts can sponsor more than one event. Host registration is already happening, and it will continue to happen throughout the month of June and into July, up through July 12th. Once your potential dates are determined and your plans are fully developed, please fill out a host registration form. The forms are available on our Wednesday evening newsletter and on our website. Please fill out a form for each event that you plan to host. To avoid scheduling 2 or more events on the same date and time, please secure your event date now. If you wish to check on any calendar dates, please contact Heather Abbott at info@trianglecsl.org. We will be having a kickoff event at the Powell Drive Community Center following the services on Sunday, July 19th. We will talk about all of the events and maybe even hear from some of the hosts. We're not sure in this moment, however, what it will be. We will be providing something to eat and to drink. Then, following the kickoff event, we will facilitate a silent auction throughout July until August 7th. If you've participated in other silent auctions before, you have most likely bid on an event or an item and you win that whole event. But in Gourmets for God, you're bidding for a seat at an event. If the event holds 8 people, then you're bidding for one of the 8 seats. Anyone could bid, and there is no limit to how many events you can bid for, and you do not need to be a TCSL member to participate. Then comes the events. from August 14th through November 15th. Be on the lookout for more information through Constant Contact. Please consider hosting an event and attending as many events as you possibly can. This is a heads up announcement. Next week, we will be together in the room at Powell Drive, and it is the perfect opportunity to celebrate our July birthdays with a lunch bunch following the service. The location is to be determined. Lunch bunch next weekend at the Powell Drive Community Center. We'll find a restaurant around there and celebrate our July birthdays together. This is a save the date announcement for a special ordination ceremony. We will be celebrating the ordination of Reverend Chaplain Jim Rigsby at 2:30 Saturday, September 26th at the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Raleigh, 3313 Wade Avenue in Raleigh, North Carolina. Please RSVP to jimrigsby@gmail.com. That's jimrigsby@gmail.com. Please come and join us for that very special event. We're still looking for some people to powerfully step into the spiritual practice of sacred service by volunteering to assist in the setup of our sanctuary at Powell Drive Community Center this summer. We will be back there for 2 days in July, Sunday, July 5th and Sunday, July 19th. And then 2 more days in August, Sunday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 9th. It includes bringing in the equipment and other bins from our cars, setting up the chairs and tables, including the altar, the coffee and tea space, and the welcome table. As a community, we have always had a plethora of people that assist us to restore the room at the end of the service. We now need and are asking for some assistance before the service. We could make this work with 2 or even better 3 volunteers before the service and the same afterwards. Heather and I arrive at 8 o'clock to be ready for the meditation, but if we had some more assistance, we might not have to show up until 8:30. For those of you who are willing to assist, we will have coffee on and ready by the time you arrive. It will be a wonderful opportunity for increased fellowship with others in the community. Please consider signing up for 1 or 2 Sundays over the summer. Send an email to info@trianglecsl.org. Thank you so very much ahead of time for your willingness and your generosity. Beyond the dates that I just mentioned, Sunday, July 5th and 19th, and Sunday, August 2nd and 9th, we have reached out to other community centers about more days moving forward throughout the year. For all of the other dates in June, July, and August, we will be online only. If and when that changes, we will absolutely let everyone know as soon as possible. Until then, we will continue to do what we do and bring forward deep and thoughtful messages and music each Sunday via StreamYard. As always, the meditation is at 9:45 and the service at 10:15. As we continue to announce our 2026 Wednesday evening services have changed. They do, however, continue to be a midweek pick-me-up. The new concept is called A Year of Value. It is a journaling, self-study program in which you receive a quality each week on Wednesday by email, along with all kinds of resources to grow that quality in your life. By focusing on the many different aspects of leading an exemplary life, we believe it supports participants in making 2026 truly a year of value. To sign up, send an email to info@trianglecsl.org indicating your desire to participate. Before we move on, I would like to thank Mary Ann Atwell Hardy for her beautiful meditation. Thank you so very much, Mary Ann. And now please, let's welcome her back to the stage.
Thank you. Good morning, beloveds. Our theme for the year 2026 is Open at the Top. Our theme for the month of June is Higher, Deeper Love. And Rev Dusty's talk today is, what's love got to do with it? And now we will have our blessing of all faith.
We are now going to do our blessings of all faiths. And I'd like you to welcome to the front my husband John and Marianne. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living honors the diversity and threads of truth that run through all spiritual paths as represented by this ceremony. Christianity is a path of Christ consciousness, love, and forgiveness. Buddhism is the path of compassion and understanding. Judaism is the ethical path of living by sacred law. Baha'i is the path of unity and peace. Islam is the path of submission to the will of God, the highest calling. Confucianism is the path of deliberate tradition. Taoism is the natural way, the path of ultimate reality. Native American practice and shamanic traditions are the paths of primal spirituality. Shintoism is the path of tribal ancestry. Hinduism is the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. The science of mind and spirit is the path of divine principle, the divine principle of love and law. And the heart represents the one heart, the one love, that resides at the center of all people and all beings everywhere, with no exceptions. May peace prevail on earth through the followers of all paths. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful way to start our morning here. And now I would just like to say a word of blessing on our service today. So if you would like to slowly take some deep breaths, you can close your outer eyes to be able to focus on the inside. Because knowing that God is always and everywhere present, everything is A-okay. Everything is connected one to another in such amazing, beautiful ways. And as I know that I am connected, I know that every single iota in the universe is also connected to this amazing, amazing God source. So I just say a word of blessing on today's service. Blessing Heather Abbott for her amazing ability to connect us, to use this technology to be able to come together through the airwaves. A word of blessing on our amazing musician here from Asheville via the airwaves, with her energy, her love, her creativity, her larger-than-life persona, Amy Steinberg. And I'd like to say a word of blessing on our own Rev Dusty, with her never-ending source of wisdom, of love, of helping us each remember that we are always and never connected one to another as well as to God. And I say a word upon this amazing community, this congregation, whether you are listening now or you will listen in the future. We are all one. So knowing that this is the truth, that we are meant to stay connected, that we are exactly where we need to be this morning, I release these words into the universe, knowing that they always returned overflowing and fulfilled. And I release them and invite you to say with me, and so it is. Today's reading is all about love from Bell Hooks, who is an amazing mystic. She says, awakening to love can only happen as we let go of our obsession with power and domination. Culturally, all spheres of American life, politics, religion, the workplace, domestic households, intimate relationships, should and could have as their foundation a love ethic. The underlying values of culture and its ethics shape and inform the way we speak and act. A love ethic presupposes that everyone has the right to be free, to live fully and well. To bring a love ethic to every dimension of our lives, our society would need to embrace change. Individuals who choose to love and do alter our lives in ways that honor the primacy of a love ethic. We do this by choosing to work with individuals we admire and respect, by committing to giving our all to relationships, by embracing a global vision wherein we see our lives and our fate as intimately connected to those of everyone else on the planet. So beautiful, so true. And now I'd like to welcome our musician today. We all know her well. We love her energy. We love her creativity. We love her voice. So here, coming through the airwaves, is Amy Steinberg.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction, and it is such a pleasure to be with you, to just soak in the love. So I thought I'd do just a love mashup for you to get us all ready to receive a beautiful message from the amazing Reverend Dusty. So here is a little mashup of some love stuff. First, a new chant that I wrote. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? Or bring me a higher love. You know this. Bring me a higher love. Oh, but what's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's love got to do with it? Well, love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Just take a second and think of someone that you love. And let's change it to love is at the root of who you are, and sing with me. Nobody can hear you. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Think of somebody else that you really love. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Now here's a challenge. Think of somebody that you really wouldn't sing this to and sing it to them. Soften your heart. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root of who you are. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. But tell me now, what's love got to do with it? Got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Well, won't you bring me a higher love? Bring me a higher love. sweet love surrounds me now. Love, sweet love comes through. Love, sweet love surrounds me now. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth. We sing love is the only truth. And we're going to close with love is at the root of who I am. I invite you to sing it with me. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root of who I am. Love is at the root. Love is at the root. Love is at the root.
Love is at the root indeed of who you are, Amy Steinberg. Thank you very much for that mashup. Who doesn't love a mashup? Ever since Glee, I've always gotten into all the mashups. So welcome to those of you who may have just turned on your televisions or computers at home. Today is the final Sunday in a month whose theme has been Higher, Deeper Love. My message today is entitled, What's Love Got to Do with It? As with the first 2 Sundays of the month, this talk title is also the title of a song. It was written by Graham Luke and Terry Britton and was recorded by Tina Turner for her 5th studio album entitled Private Dancer in 1984. Where has all that time gone? It became her biggest hit single, reaching #1 and selling over 2 million copies worldwide. At the time, Tina Turner was age 44 and became the oldest solo female artist to top the Hot 100. It was the second single, the second highest and biggest selling single in 1984 in the United States. What's Love Got to Do with It received 3 awards at the 27th Annual Grammy Awards, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. In 1993, the song's title was used as the title for a biographical film based on Tina Turner's life. What's Love Got to Do with It is really about someone who is skeptical of romantic love and trying to keep an emotional distance in a relationship, even though they feel a very strong attraction. The narrator acknowledges this physical and emotional pull of another person, but questions whether love is really important or worth the risk. The famous line, "What's love got to do with it?" is repeated over and over and over again, suggesting that love is a second-hand emotion and that it's really unreliable or secondary or potentially disappointing. They repeatedly ask, as a way of challenging the idea that romantic love should be the foundation of a relationship. What's love got to do with it can be heard as an inquiry into whether what people call love is actually attachment, chemistry, dependency, or projection. A major theme in the song is self-protection. The lyrics express fear of vulnerability and heartbreak, reflected in a line, "Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?" The song portrays someone who has been hurt before, or at least understands the risks of love and is very reluctant to surrender emotionally. Many listeners also connected the song to Tina Turner's personal history, particularly her escape from an abusive marriage. However, the song was written by others and was not even written for Tina Turner exclusively. So her powerful performance gave the lyrics an additional sense of hard-earned wisdom and resilience. For me, in this case, when we're talking about Tina Turner's life, The question, what's love got to do with it, is and was absolutely nothing in my mind. Whatever the two of them felt, felt that they were feeling, it certainly wasn't unconditional love in any way, shape, or form. Turner later spoke about the influence of her Buddhist practice on her life and her journey through hardship toward inner strength. Knowing that background, many listeners began to think that it really wasn't a song about the rejection of love, but as a declaration of independence, refusing to confuse self-worth with romantic validation. Now, while the song questions whether love has any real power or value at all, spiritually, we would present a very different understanding. Love is not secondary, it's primary. And in fact, it's the deepest reality of existence because it flows from God. This suggests that love is a fundamental spiritual force. While the song says love is an emotion, spiritual view is love is much deeper than just emotion. While the song says that love is uncertain and unreliable, the spiritual view is that love is enduring and transformative. While the song says that love may be a byproduct of desire, the spiritual view is that love is the source of genuine and true connection. While the song says that love can be dismissed as secondhand, the spiritual view says that love is the first and highest reality that there is. God is love, and love is God. Spiritually, love is understood as a choice and a practice rather than just a feeling. Feelings come and go. Affection, passion, excitement, attraction, and even devotion can rise and fall. Yet many people have experienced something they call love that remains present even when those feelings fluctuate. From a spiritual perspective, love is often understood not as a feeling, but as a way of being and a context out of which we can live our lives. Seen this way, while the song asks, what is love worth? Spiritual wisdom answers that love is what gives everything else its worth. Love is the deeper reality. Love, the force that creates, the force that heals, the force that forgives, the force that endures long after our feelings or emotions have faded. It is the only thing that survives loss. Wealth fades, success fades, and even life itself ends, yet love leaves a lasting imprint on people and on communities. In that sense, love is not secondhand at all. It is the original source from which all of meaning flows. Many spiritual traditions really differ on theology or rituals or practices, but they converge around this idea that love is not merely an emotion, but a fundamental reality, a way of proceeding, and a force that connects beings to one another and to the divine itself. When people speak of awakening or enlightenment or compassion or divine union or grace, love is frequently at the center of those conversations, not as romance, but as a deep recognition of our interconnectedness. From this perspective, love has a great deal to do with how we treat ourselves and how we respond to others in our lives. Many spiritual teachers have suggested that fear contracts and really separates, while love unites and expands. What's love got to do with it? The question itself can be read as an invitation. If love is all about achievement or status or control or survival alone, then love may feel secondary. But if love is about becoming more fully human, more fully awake, more fully aware, more fully aligned with our deepest truth, then love is not an accessory to the journey. It is both the path and the destination. Love is what remains when the need to possess or defend or prove oneself begins to soften. It is the recognition that beneath all of our differences, there is a shared longing to belong, to be seen, and to be whole. Many faith traditions suggest that love begins when we stop seeing ourselves as completely separate from others. In Buddhism, compassion arises from recognizing our shared vulnerability and interconnectedness. In Christian mysticism, love is often described as seeing the divine in another person. In Hindu traditions, love can be understood as recognizing the same sacred essence in all beings. In this view, love is not something that we generate. It is something that we discover when the illusion of separation fades. Many spiritual teachers really describe love as the capacity to be fully present with reality as it is. The underlying truth is that when presence deepens, acceptance naturally follows. Now, this doesn't mean approving of anything and everything. It means meeting what exists without immediately resisting or trying to manipulate it. Some mystics go even further. Figures such as Meister Eckhart or Rumi or Ramana Maharishi suggested that love is not merely something humans experience. Rather, it is the underlying reality from which all of life emerges. According to this view, what we call love in a relationship is really just a glimpse of something much larger, a fundamental unity that exists beneath our ordinary sense of being individualized, separate individuals. When people describe profound experiences of meditation or of prayer or of mystical awakening, they often struggle to find the words to adequately really describe it. And one of the most common words that they eventually choose is love. Not because they're feeling romance, but because they are experiencing an overwhelming sense of belonging, an overwhelming sense of connection and wholeness. Emotions can be beautiful expressions of love, but they are not its foundation. The foundation is something so much deeper. It is oneness. It is presence. It is compassion. It is the recognition of shared beingness, our unity. The paradox is that when love is understood in this way, it becomes less dependent on circumstances. We can love when we are happy. We can love when we are grieving. We can love someone even if we're mad at them. We can love someone and still set boundaries. Love ceases to be merely a feeling that happens to us and becomes a quality of consciousness that actually flows from us. Many spiritual traditions would say that the deepest journey is not learning how to get more love, but realizing that beneath the fear, beneath the defensiveness, beneath the separation, our own nature is already rooted in love. It is who and what we are at our very core. For me, the answer to what's love got to do with it is everything. everything. Love is not only what is beautiful in humanity, it is also what remains present when humanity struggles. We often imagine love as something separate from our brokenness, something pure that exists untouched by history or trauma or conflict or failure. But real human love does not emerge outside of these realities. It emerges through them, through imperfect people, through wounded generations, through societies carrying grief that they do not even know how to name. In this way, love is deeply tied to our shared humanity because our humanity itself is our shared vulnerability. Every person carries invisible inheritances, losses passed through families, survival strategies shaped by fear, cultural wounds, historical violence, moments when tenderness was absent, moments when dignity was denied, moments where people chose harm because they themselves had been harmed. Much of human behavior, individually and collectively, can be understood as people trying, often clumsily, to resolve pain they do not fully understand. We build identities around protection. We repeat patterns that we swore we would never do again, that we would be able to escape. We build belonging. We seek belonging while fearing intimacy. We long for peace while carrying unprocessed grief. And yet, despite all of this, something within humanity keeps reaching toward connection, and that reaching is love. Love is what allows us to recognize ourselves in another human being despite our differences. It is what makes another person's suffering capable of affecting us. It is why stories really touch us and move us. It is why injustice unsettles us. It is why reconciliation feels meaningful, why compassion exists at all. Without love, there would be no reason to care about the fate of anyone or anything beyond ourselves. But love also asks us to confront collective human trauma honestly. A society disconnected from love often reproduces fear on a very large scale. Entire systems can emerge from unhealed wounds. Domination replacing relationship, exploitation replacing care, shame replacing belonging. Communities fracture when people no longer know how to remain human with one another. Trauma isolates. It convinces people that survival matters more than connection. This is why healing matters not only personally, but collectively. Every time a person interrupts inherited cruelty, love moves forward. Every time someone chooses understanding over dehumanization, love moves forward. Every time truth is spoken about historical pain instead of being denied, love moves forward. Every time a person learns to remain present instead of passing suffering onward, whether that's consciously or unconsciously, love moves forward. Love is not naive about humanity's failure. It sees them clearly. It sees the wars, the betrayals, the injustices, the exclusions, the violence, and the fears. But it also sees that beneath every destructive pattern lies unresolved pain and forgotten connection. forgotten belonging. This does not erase accountability in any way, shape, or form. Harm must still be named. Boundaries still matter. Justice matters. But love refuses the illusion that some people are fundamentally disconnected from humanity itself. It recognizes that what is wounded in one part of humanity, one part of the human family, eventually affects the whole. In this sense, love becomes both remembrance and possibility. It remembers that beneath culture, ideology, status, race, religion, nationality, and history, human beings still share the same essential longings: to be safe, to be seen, to be heard, to belong, to matter, to be known, to be respected, to grieve, to hope, to live without humiliation, and to give and receive care without exception. The bottom line is that love becomes our way forward because to sustain our future cannot emerge from disconnection alone. Love has to be the way. Love has to move us forward. Technology cannot heal what the human heart refuses to face. Power cannot create belonging by itself. Efficiency cannot replace compassion. Our future depends in many ways on whether we can learn to hold complexity without abandoning one another's humanity. Not perfectly, not all at once, but progressively, courageously, honestly. Perhaps this is what love ultimately is at the collective level: the ongoing human effort to remember that we belong to one another, even while carrying the weight of everything that has tried to make us forget. Bell Hooks, in our inspiring reading, said that the underlying value of a culture and the underlying values of a culture and its ethics shape and inform the way that we speak and act. She spoke about a love ethic, saying that culturally all spheres of American life, politics, religion, the workplace, domestic households, intimate relationships, can and should have as their foundation a love ethic. A love ethic predisposes that everyone has the right to be free. Everyone has the right to live fully. Everyone has the right to live well. To bring a love ethic to every dimension of our lives, our society would need to embrace change. We cannot continue to do what we have always done. The CSL Theme Committee says love consistently calls us as a collective to go higher and deeper. It invites us to transcend superficial differences and delve into the profound unity that connects us all. This journey isn't about creating something new, but about actively finding and celebrating the inherent beauty and wisdom that already exists within our shared human story. Love urges us to acknowledge our collective resilience, our deep longings, and even the challenging aspects of our past, for within these complexities lies fertile ground for healing. Today, the invitation is to go higher and deeper in our understanding and our awareness of love, to commit to giving our all to each and every single one of our relationships, and to embrace a global vision wherein we see ourselves as intimately connected to everything and everyone on the planet. What's love got to do with it? Everything. Everything. And so it is. And so it is. So I invite you to close your outer eyes if you're comfortable in doing that, and to turn within. Turning away from the world of form and all of its challenges. Turning our attention and intention to the center of our being, to its space and place that I call God. That is the very essence of unconditional love itself. I know that I am one with this presence, with this essence, that where I am, love is in its fullness. It is my innate nature. I arrived on the planet with it imbued within me. And just as I know that this is my truth, I know that it is absolutely the truth for each and every person listening right now, each and every person that watches this recording later. Everyone in our center, all sentient beings on the planet, we are all individualized expression of God, of love. And it's from this place of unity that I speak these words about and for each of us today, truly knowing that there is a way that we can live our lives from this truth, from this love, from the love that is not merely a feeling or an emotion that we sometimes feel and sometimes don't, but truly a context for living, truly a way of being in our lives that comes from our center, that comes from that divinity that allows us to show up in ways that are filled with compassion, filled with kindness, filled with respect, filled with inclusive ideas and thoughts. We are so much more than our differences. Our differences are wonderful because they make us whole, this whole human family whole, but we are not just our differences. We are all the presence of the divine. It unites us in ways that can never be separate. It unites us in ways that really allow us to see each other through all of the things that don't feel like love at all. We can know beneath it all that love truly exists and that it is present, and that when we can heal anything that is unlike it, it will shine. It will raise us all. It will create a world that works for everyone. And I'm so grateful to know this truth and to speak these words. So grateful for the power of prayer, knowing that these words are loosed into a law that only ever says yes. And so I speak them and I release them into that law, letting go and letting God be God. I invite each of us to anchor this prayer for ourselves, for each other, for our community, and for the world, simply by saying, and so it is, amen. And so it is, amen. Thank you all so very much. It is now time for our conscious giving. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is sustained by the giving of our time, talent, and treasure. And this is the time every week when we offer financial support to assist this community to continue to be a beacon of light and warmth and love for ourselves and others. Together, we affirm the truth that today's offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and adds to the energy of sufficiency on the planet. There are 3 ways that you can give, and they're here on your screen. Visit our website at trianglecsl.org. You can text the word give to 919-629-9148, or you can mail a check to PO Box 4062, Cary, North Carolina 27519. I invite everyone to turn within another time with me today as I speak a word of blessing upon this offering, knowing that the process itself is an opportunity to stand in an expanded view of all of the ways that we are abundant, and to focus our attention on all of that abundance by practicing sharing and giving. That by recognizing our good and being willing to give some of it away, we enter into the law of circulation and participate in the powerful flow of the universe. I know that as each of us enters into this eternal flow of giving and receiving, that the gift we give comes back to us. The blessing and the blessed are one. I thank you all for your gifts, and I thank God for the gift of each and every single one of you. And so it is. Amen. And now, please welcome back to her piano the amazingly talented and wonderfully loving Amy Steinberg.
Reverend Dusty, you are such a gift. You're always so wise and so insightful and so uplifting. And so I always want to write something original on the spot as I'm jotting down notes while you talk. So this is a little song that I'm singing for the first time right now. So I hope it goes well. I have sort of an idea in my mind of where it's going, and I've got some words. So here we go. Love is primary, it flows from God, a fundamental force. Love is deeper than emotion, an enduring source. Love is recognizing only one, that we are all the same. Love is fully present in the sunshine and the rain. True connection to the divine. Love is the center of my mind. True connection to divine. Love is the center of my mind. Love unites and expands. Love survives loss. When love is understood, it doesn't matter if we're cross. Love is underneath the anger. Love is underneath the fear. Love is right here. What's love got to do with it? Everything. True connection to the divine. Love is at the center of my mind. True connection to the divine. Love is at the center of my mind. Love is tied to our humanity. It's how we can evolve. Love refuses the illusion that there are problems that we cannot solve. Love is calling you to find the truth that's already inside of you. Love is the song I sing. What's love got to do with it? Everything. True connection to the divine. Love is the center of my mind. Love is primary, it flows from God, a fundamental force. Love is deeper than emotion, an enduring source. What's love got to do with it? Everything. I just love
Oh,
that
thank
applause
you,
so
Amy.
much.
So creative.
Thank
You just summed it up in such an amazing, beautiful way, and only the way that you can do. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I love you all.
All right. So now, in the quiet of your own home or wherever you are, we're going to do the affirmation for June 28th. So it's a call and response. I will say the words. Rev Dusty can lead the response. While the song says love is an emotion, I know that love is so much more.
While the song says love is an emotion, I know that love is so much more.
While the song says love is uncertain and unreliable, I know that love is enduring and transformative.
While the song says love is uncertain and unreliable, I know that love is enduring and transformative.
While the song says that love may be a byproduct of desire, I know that love is a source of genuine connection.
While the song says that love may be a byproduct of desire, I know that love is the source of genuine connection.
While the song says that love can be dismissed as secondhand, I know that love is the first and highest reality.
While the song says that love can be dismissed as secondhand, I know that love is the first and highest reality.
Therefore, I choose to expand my awareness and understanding of love, to commit to my giving all to each of my relationships.
Therefore, I choose to expand my awareness and understanding of love, to commit to giving my all to each of my relationships,
and to embrace a global vision wherein I see myself as intimately connected to everyone and everything on the planet.
and to embrace a global vision wherein I see myself as intimately connected to everyone and everything on the planet.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Whew. All right. So I invite you at this point to turn in, because I'd like to conclude our service with basically kind of summarizing again a benediction, a blessing. Oh God, it's so amazing. As all world religions agree, God is love and love is God. Love is what we arrived on the planet with. It is our deepest truth, the path and destination for all of life, all sentient beings. As we just heard, love is enduring, transformative, the source of connection. Because wealth, success, emotions, and even life fades. Love is a glimpse of the unity of all things. We are not separate, but always connected one to another, to all of life and to God. Love is everything through all times and all situations, even if our current experience might not look like it. It's there. Our job is to heal and stay out of fear and lean into this amazing inheritance of love. So remember, if we take one step forward in love, respect, kindness, and inclusivity, it benefits the whole world. So I'm so very grateful to know that this is the truth. And I thank Rev Dusty, I thank Amy Steinberg, I thank Heather Abbott, and I thank each one of you for being part of this journey towards making the world a place that works for all. So I release these words into the universe, knowing that all is okay, and better than okay. It's love. And so I invite you to stay with me, say with me, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you very much, Marianne. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, the amazing Amy Steinberg. You blow me away all the time. Thank you all for being a part of our service today. I know that you're out there. I can feel you out there. And so I'm so grateful that you have joined us. Have a really amazing week, everyone. We will see you next week live at Powell. And know that I love you all. Take care.